And good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another match of Roulette Rivals World Championship 2022. We're in the end phase of the tournament. It's loser bracket round 5 between Yannini and the buff guy. And for this awesome match, I'm joined here by the awesome Jood. Hey Jood, how you doing?
Hey everybody, good morning everybody in the United States. Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And what a matchup we have here, Jood. It's a battle of the Germans. One actually residing in Germany, the other one in Canada, but Germans nonetheless. And this should be a big matchup, right?
Oh, this is gonna be great. I love watching Buff Guy. I love watching Yannini, two of the best players in Roulette Rivals history. Yannini's been it for a long time. I think he was like one of the original winners. Maybe if Roulette Rivals 2 or 3, I'd have to fact check
Uh,
that.
3 was his
Yeah.
first win.
3 was his first win, but he was definitely a winner of one of the Roulette Rivals tournaments. And Buff Guy is just extremely knowledgeable. He loves the game. He's put out a whole bunch of tutorial videos, and I just love watching it. He just has such a great personality.
Yeah, and what a comeback he had as well in his match against Zerun just a few days ago. He lost the first two maps, was down 4-0, but did manage to get a reverse sweep there, winning 6-4, which put him into round 5, where he's facing Yannini. Yannini, who in his last match took care of Chrome with a 6-2 victory there. But yeah, both players. It's really coming down to the end now, Joost. Just a couple of matches left.
It's coming down to the end, just a couple of matches left, and they're all just banger matches. They're all just names that stand out among the rest. Danny Buddha as well. He's
Yeah,
honestly, yeah, he's gonna be. He hasn't left the winners bracket yet. He's gonna be up there. He's like a
yeah.
three-time winner in a row.
I mean, there's only amazing players left. What do you think of the map choices here from Yannini and Buff Guy? We see New York from Yannini and Ambrose Island from the Buff. From the Buff Guy? What do you make of it, Joost?
Maybe they just want to get it done quick. I mean, they are in a different time zones, like by a lot. Like I said, Buff Guy's in Canada, Yannini's in Germany. New York's a fast map. Ambrose Island's a fast map. So maybe they just want to get it done.
Is,
I
i-
know.
i- is it though? It wasn't when I played Ambrose against you in the group stages. I think we spent 30 minutes on the map almost.
That is that is true. If you don't practice Ambrose, like we were both kind of like not practiced to it because it is one of the newer maps in the game. It was just released
True.
like less than a month ago or something.
But look at this performance here from Yannini, Joost. He's been at New York 15 times, 9 wins, 6 losses. So that's what, like 60 to 70% win rate? That's
Yeah, that's like 30 wins on this map. That's insane.
that's pretty great. On the other side, Buff Guy, not a New York enthusiast, has only played it 3 times so far, which is a really low number for someone like Buff. He has a positive ratio though, 2 wins, 1 loss. But yeah, this is Yannini's choice. So you think that would give the advantage to Yannini as well? It being his map
Um,
choice?
yeah, well, they both know the map. They should both have practiced. Buff Guy knows that Yanini picked New York, and Yanini obviously picked New York. So I think they should have been pretty much seasoned and practiced on this. Same thing with Ambrose Isle. It's only until after these maps go that it can get a little bit more crazier when the more random ones pop up.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I do gotta say, I think the bans make a lot of sense for both players. Like Santa Fortuna, we all know it's a big 5 map, so Buff loves it. And Miami, Yannini is really strong in there, still has the record, or had the record for a really long time on Miami. I think it was broken this RRWC. So the bans make a lot of sense. And Joost, look at the time fly. We're only 15 seconds
Oh
away
yeah,
already from the first spin. Will you do the honors for the first one when it arrives?
yeah, I'll do the honors for the first one. Talking about bans, Miami and Santa Fortuna, those were two maps that I had when I was playing, and I got knocked out by Danny Buddha, who got the world record at both in Santa Fortuna and Miami against me. That's kind of crazy. Anyways, the spin is Athena Savalis drowning in a suit. It's one of the longer spins that you can definitely have here.
Drowning is one of the longest one, I guess, only second to what consume poison. I guess
Yeah, consume
that's the
poison would take a
actually
while.
longest one. But look at Yannini, just loading in straight away. Of course, suit start. It's a suit spin. You don't have that many options for starting in your suit in New York.
Yeah, they're just obviously going to start in the in the suit start.
And like New York is such a map for roulette. Like look at this
Oh,
difference. Yannini loaded in 25 seconds earlier, roughly. That's already huge on New York, especially when we see another replay from Buff here, because he seemed to forget. I'm guessing in a medic? No, he didn't. He wasn't happy with his loadout, however, but that's
yeah,
40 seconds in-game lead, yo. It's on New York. That's huge already.
that's huge. That's like a whole entire New York spin sometimes.
Yeah, almost.
But we're seeing it's about 50 seconds now. Yannini is making his way up to Athena Savalas. He's almost gotten to the stairs. And Buff Guy hasn't even loaded into the game yet. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
better hope for a photo finish, kind of getting these loads counted out.
yeah, but like on maps like New York and Dartmoor and Dubai especially, it's like the planning phase is so important. And like assuming that neither player rips here, it's simply Yannini's much superior planning here that will net him the win. Of course, that's way too early. Lots of stuff can happen still, but it's just to showcase how important it is, especially on the shortest maps.
Yeah, we'll
Yannini was
see if
just in straight away.
Yannini. Yeah, well, I think he was caught by the cameras. Yannini, I, I'm hoping nothing kind of crazy happens here. I can't remember where she pukes at. Do you know?
Yeah, where the banker with the cocaine is, where
Oh yeah,
he's
she goes.
sniffing there, and he did take the second shot, so she's on her way downstairs. Little waiting time for Yannini here, of course.
Yeah, she goes all the way downstairs. You know, she has that little private office up there, but she likes to come all the way down here with the normal people to puke in the bathroom.
I mean, I wouldn't want to puke in my own private office either, to be fair. I mean, it might just be me, but just saying. We have Buff Guy waiting for Fabian here. Will he hit this calmer shot here and get the second disc? He will. Still gets recorded by camera here as well. Doesn't get fully spotted, however. So still all in the clear. Yannini just knocking out the coke banker. Get him out of the way. And yeah, he should
Yeah,
be pretty scot-free, right? Other than that.
I was about to say the same thing. That as soon as you take out the coke, the guy who snips coke in there, there's not much that can go wrong now for Yannini.
Yeah, because none of her guards are following her to the bathroom, right? She's
Yeah, it's
just
just gonna be
all
a
eyes
drown
are.
kill.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an accident. Now he shouldn't be hanging out in here where he can get caught. He just needs to be patient.
Yeah, definitely one of the longer spins you can get there.
But why does he keep walking into the trespassing zone? What are you doing, Yannini?
I'm guessing he's just.
What are you doing, Yannini? Please. What is happening? What
I'm
are you?
I'm not entirely sure either what that calmer shot was for. I'm guessing
I
the key for the exit. It's on the janitor, but it's also on that guard. Yannini doesn't forget to change disguises. I was a bit worried there while he was still in the banker. Does change into the suit disguise and is getting the kill here. And look at that,
He does.
Yout's Buff is basically doing the same thing, but he has to wait for Athena to come all the way down. And we see that in-game time lead that we talked about at the beginning. It's just like Yannini's superior planning here won him the match. He was flawless all out. He was in so quick.
Yeah. Buff is not going to be able to take the CEO exit. You're saying Yannini is just really fast. Buff might be able to shorten it by taking a janitor exit or something. There might be some time save here since Yannini is going towards the suit exit.
Yeah, I mean, Buff Guy might even end up with a slightly quicker in-game time, but that's not what roulette is about. Like that 50-second lead of Yannini here with the planning, especially also because of that replan from Buff Guy, just made all the difference here. I mean, look at that, 422 from Yannini here. Buff guy is done. So yeah, he does have a slightly quicker in-game time, but not more than the 50-second lead that Yannini already had, and that should be a GG.
Well, it might be a GG, but Buff had a lot of time loading. If he goes for like the main exit, which it looks like that he's going for, yeah, you're right. It's just going to be a GG.
Yeah, I feel it just falls outside the 47 photo finish window, and there we go. We got Chrome as our admin for this match, standing by, giving the score to Yannini. So that's Yannini taking his own map pick. Thoughts there, Yotes? What do you think of this map?
I thought that was played really clean by Yannini. That's about as clean as you can do in New York. You know, you expect something within the 2 minutes, 3 minutes range. Like this was one of the longer ones, which is about 4 minutes because you have to wait for it to come all the way downstairs. You can't really hurry that up. But yeah, Buff has to take the next map to get his momentum back built up. That was Yannini's choice, I believe, New York. And this is going to be Buff Guy's choice, Ambrose Island. So hopefully Yannini's not as prepared for this. And Buff Guy has like some secrets that he has been practicing. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, even so, like never count Buff Guy out. Like in this last match, he was down 4-0 as well and managed to come back and turn it around and win it 6-4. So don't count him out until it's over. But of course, for Yannini's side, you always want to start with the win, especially if it's your map pick, right? Takes the pressure off. You know that you'll be playing at least 3 more maps after this. So you got a lot of options.
Definitely, it takes the pressure off when you don't have to worry too much about messing up. It's when it's 1st to 6 like this. Yeah, you definitely want to get the first win, even the second one. You don't want to be stuck behind trying to do a comeback sweep. Even though we've had some pretty amazing comeback sweeps recently, this Roulette Rivals has been really entertaining to watch.
Yeah, for sure. Lots of amazing players. The competition is absolutely killing. And yeah, Ambrose Island, Yotes, we see both players don't have that much experience on it. Look at Yannini, zero 20 matches played, whereas Buff has played 3. So as expected, not as much experience on this map, it being the newest release, of course. How do you feel about Ambrose as a map for Roulette, Yotes?
Yeah, okay. So the whole reason I chose Ambrose a whole bunch during the group stages is because I felt like some of the more seasoned players weren't going to be prepared for it. That they would just like practice all the original ones, and this is the newest one. They'll be like, oh, it'd be easy. It's like a it's like a 2-target map. I could just hop in. I've seen people do the satellite thing. All right, I can handle it. I'm going to tell you, Ambrose Isle is a lot more difficult than you give it credit for. Stuff can go wrong in this. And maybe Buff Guy is depending. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole reason I chose it, because I thought you were going to be overconfident.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So I can't. Ambrose Isle has some cool tricks. I think as one of the roulette maps, it's definitely more wide and open to different strategies as compared to something like New York or Dubai, which has like 1 or 2 ways to do it. Even though Ambrose Island is a 2-target map, I think there's a whole wide range of strategies that you can utilize.
You're definitely right. My only wish for Ambrose is that it had a couple more disguises instead of the 6 that we have right now, just for a little more diversity in terms of the spins. But other than that, I agree, it's a really cool map, and I think it's one of those easy to learn, hard to master maps, especially for roulette, you know?
Oh, definitely, for sure. There's a lot of you have to put in a lot of knowledge for knowing where stuff is. Like, can you tell me where the scissors are on Ambrose Isle? That's kind of difficult. There you go.
Yeah, they're at the pier.
Or the butcher knife.
They're at the butcher.
They're at the 30 seconds.
Yeah, quiet before the storm here. Of course, this will be the very first time that Yannini will play Ambrose in a tournament setting. I'm sure he's practiced it a bunch, but this is the very first time for him. So we'll see what he can do. Of course, he has a comfortable lead, 2-0. So pressure is on Buff here. I'll be taking this one, Yotes. So let's see what we have. All right, Noel Crest, Kitchen Knife as the cook, Akka, SMG as the suit. That doesn't seem too bad.
Noel knife, kitchen knife as the cook. Man, you can get that like right away, instantly, within the first 30 seconds. And then you got SMG. This is a kind of like a speed run. This would be a speed run one. I'm not sure exactly where the kitchen knife is. I
Yeah.
think there's one in the dartboard or something. There might no. There's definitely a kitchen knife in the kitchen below the damn meeting spot. Like the
Yeah,
meat.
exactly. And we also see some confidence here from Buff Guy. He actually was done with his planning faster than Yannini. Of course, Yannini being on PC still loaded in slightly earlier. But the planning was done really, really quick here by Buff. And we do see a social hub start from both players. Makes sense here, right, Jodes?
Yeah, I would definitely start Social Hub. Everything's pretty much right there. Like I said, you can get Noel Crest pretty much instantly. And I think Yannini didn't choose to make him sick. You see right here, Buff Guy chose to make Noel Crest sick. Um, I think if you do the lure that I do, I mean, this is going to be easy. Maybe Yannini might do it. And Yannini's trying something kind of interesting
He
here.
is going for a distraction there, but he got the guard and not null. And that is a quick restart here for Yannini already.
So I'm going to tell you what I would do. Now, these players aren't wrong for what they're doing. They're definitely doing it a different way, but it's not wrong. Is that you can pick up that Duran inside there, just make Noel's Crest bodyguard sick, and then you can do a thrown distraction for Noel Crest. Pretty easy. You can get this kill within, 30, 40 seconds. Then you can set up Akka.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, small little restart there for Yannini. Does put the buff guy in the lead ever so slightly. He is working on the cook disguise. He did obtain the kitchen knife already. Has the disguise now. Noel should still be vomiting. So we should see a kill here from buff guy's side within the next 30 seconds or so, I would say.
Yeah. Looks like Noel. Now he's going to have to. No, I was looking at a different screen. I was looking at Yannini. Yannini's doing some sort of lure here. So we might see a kill from both of them very soon. Yeah. Buff guy gets the kill. He can just pretty much leave. No, he has to drag the body because his guards are still up.
Yeah, and I like that from Buff. He doesn't bother like getting rid of his guards. Just runs in, kills Noel, and boxes him up, and done. No more worries. And we do see another unfortunate restart here from Yanni. Second one in a
Yanni's
row at the same spot.
He's on the struggle bust here for something that should be pretty simple. But like I said, if you go in Ambrose Isle and you go like, oh, it's simple. I'm being overconfident. I'm not saying that he's being overconfident or anything, but you can mess up. You can have some mess ups in the very beginning that just cost you way too much time. You see Buff Guy here going pretty smooth at about 2 minutes in.
Yeah. Yannini now pulling out the Seeker on Noel. Does get the hit there as well. Has the kitchen knife. And we do see Buff Guy throwing a Durian at Akka, but was that close enough?
That Durian range is gigantic. That
Yeah.
should be close enough.
So yeah, things are looking very promising here for Buff. Akka will of course make her way to the toilet where Buff Guy is at the moment, where he's waiting.
He's got to be careful because Akka's guard's gonna follow Akka unless he got the guard as well.
I think he's gonna like distract this guard at the gate, right? He's doing right here. He's gonna go away and he's gonna corner subdue her guard that's coming right here now.
That will work out perfect. He's practiced this, so Akka doesn't care because she's sick.
Exactly, and no one else should come here for Buff Guy. He's even being super safe, knocking out Akka first. This is what I really like to see. You don't want any stray bullets and putting her on a psychic lockdown or whatsoever and the whole compound going crazy. That was clean from Buff there.
I think I've done that one too many times. All you need to do is try shooting a target once when they're sick and puking. They go like, yeah, I can't predict their head movement.
No, exactly. Like really, just knock them out. It is the way to go. And we do see also the bomb delivery working successfully. We've seen a lot of rips this tournament doing that as well, with non-target kills or the bomb not detonating it. But yeah, Yannini on the struggle bus here, Yotes. And Buff just, he planned in straight away, no mistakes, 349. That's very smooth.
Oh, that was very, very smooth. That was really nice. What a performance by Buff Guy. We're getting on to the next map. I mean, I don't have much to say about that. Like I said,
Yeah, that
the
was
only
just
thing I have to
flawless.
say is, yeah, New York was fast, and then we go to Ambrose Isle. It's also fast. So we got 2 maps down like within 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I'd say a fair scoreline so far as well. Sometimes you have matches where the score doesn't tell the whole story, but I feel like this 2-2 at the moment is pretty accurate for the strength of both players so far. Yannini absolutely killing it on New York, and same could be said for Buff Guy here on Ambrose Island. So I think it's a deserved 2-2 at this point, wouldn't you say?
Definitely deserved. Both players taking their maps. Yannini taking New York, which he's chosen, and Buff Guy taking Ambrose Isle, which he's chosen. Now, what maps are next? I don't know. It's random up from here out for me. I don't know if you know.
I know, and Chat knows, because we got the next destination already showing up, and it's the lovely Italy. We have
Oh yeah.
Sapienza.
Oh yeah, I do. I do see the Italy one, but the maps after that, unknown. Look at this lifetime performance on Yannini. Holy, 17-6. It's like his favorite map. Why didn't he choose this one?
Yeah, he's played it a few times.
Wow.
23
Yeah,
times.
it's not really enough though.
No, true.
Right.
I'm at 26. Come on, Yannini. You're slacking, man. I'm at 26 Sapienza. What are you doing, my friend? Come on, man. No, but that is a crazy stat, though. 17 wins and 6 losses. Buff guy, on the other hand, not as much experience, Yotes, but he is flawless so far. Played it 4 times, won it 4 times. So that is saying something as well here.
Yeah, hasn't been on the map as much, but when he has been on the map, he's shown how to play it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with 23 times
Yeah,
being
I
on
was just
here.
gonna say, if I was a betting man, which I am, but I would still put my money on experience over just win rate in itself. You know, like
What?
23 against 4, it's just like, so even though Buff Guy has a 100% win rate, and Yannini's win rate is lower, but still incredible, it's those 23 times tournament experience that will be a big factor in my opinion. So I'd say Yannini is the slight favorite for this, but you can't rule Buff Guy out on Sapienza either. Very, very strong.
We'll see. Definitely see if Yannini, the roulette rookie, can take it over Buff Guy, the experienced veteran. Sapienza. What do you think about Sapienza? You picked it a lot. You've played it a lot.
I always like Sapienza. It's the map with the most disguises after Miami. Miami is like 30, Sapienza is well over 20. And yeah, it's more so coordinating everything, right? Like the standard ISOs and the weapons and the kills aren't too tricky, but it's more like how are you gonna optimize your route, the order of things, which disguises are you getting first, how are you gonna manage your kill methods retrieval. It can be very interesting. It can be the same a lot of times, but there are quite a few tiny little nuances to every spin, and you can definitely see a difference between someone who's decent at Sapienza and is really great at Sapienza, in my opinion. So yeah, it's a cool map. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, my thoughts are pretty much the same. Like when you say it like that, I think Sapienza is a lot about disguise juggling. You have like these disguises like the clown that are pretty far away, the street performer. That's what I'm talking about, or the people who are at the church. You got to know where the free one is, but it's all about disguise juggling. Bringing those disguises close to your targets while also shortening the amount of time to get to the next one and bring it back. Uh,
Yeah, and sometimes you can get some really loadout heavy spins as well for Sapienza, which can make it interesting.
I think you want to always bring like a silent sniper rifle. That's what I've learned from watching you play. It's just that silent sniper rifle is one of the best lockpicks in the game, and it really works out for Sapienza.
It is a really great lockpick. But the spin is arriving, Yotes. Would you do the honors again?
Sure, Silvio Caruso using the assault rifle as a plague doctor. Francesca De Santis drowning as biolab security. The spin in particular, like the Silvio Caruso one, the Plague Doctor's right there. It seems pretty easy. It's not that troublesome of a collection. The Francesca DeSante's drowning as biolab security, that's going to take a little bit more work to get to. It's a
That's
live kill,
that's
and the
interesting
biolab
one though.
security's kind of far away, so we'll see how the timing plays out.
This is a lab start, right? In my opinion.
I think you can definitely do lab start here, get the biolab security right away, get the virus all set up. Make your way up, catch Franny DeSanti in time.
Yeah, shouldn't be any problem. Of course, we have a lone biolab security up on the hill where people normally throw the EMP from or snipe from. He won't be an issue whatsoever. And yeah, that gives you plenty of time to reach Franny, even so much time that I wonder if we're gonna see some optimizations here instead of waiting for her to reach her office. We might see some early medic shenanigans
Yeah,
from either player.
since it is a live drowning kill, you can definitely get her a little bit earlier than waiting for her to come into the office. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Well, Yannini's choosing the lab start. I'm not sure exactly where Buff chose yet.
He chose
We'll see.
the safe house. He's just in, which is a very interesting choice. I
Yeah,
guess
he's going to
he
have to figure out a good way to get the biolab security.
yeah, I guess he wanted the extra firearms loadouts, like starting in the suit. He wants to bring and the Calmer and the Seeker and the assault rifle. Whereas Yannini, of course, starting in the lab, can't bring all three. He did smuggle in his silent assault rifle, of course. So yeah, I understand the reasoning from Buff Guy here, wanting to bring and a Calmer and a Seeker, but I still say that Biolab is probably your best option here with this spin.
I 100% agree with you. Like, for time wise, and it's not really that loadout of a heavy spin. I mean, all you need is a Seeker, some way to make her sick, and an assault rifle. I think you can pretty much bring them all. You got the stash point in the caves as well down there, so you can bring anything that you want. You know, lab start is underrated.
It is on the oh, and we see a rip there from Buff Guy trying to calmer the Biolab security. I was just about to say, like, if you're just going for the standard 230, right, then it doesn't really matter starting lab or starting the safe house. But like, if you're starting lab, it can allow for like a quicker kill on Franny here, and we do see Yannini attempting to do that. He did make Franny sick, is knocking out this guard, has to hide this body, of course, because that other guard will be coming in as well. And we will see the drown killer from Yannini. Very well done. And that is a big lead with that. Of course, on console, Buff Guy had a really long load. But that restart, a minute and a half in, that put Yannini in flying mode, really. And like you said, Yo, it's, the Plague Doctor disguise is right at the Silvio as well. So this is looking very promising.
Yeah, we'll see him do like the triple knockout from the balcony, the overlook right here. Or maybe not. He's going to use a snail.
That's new.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. But these guys are enforcers in the guard disguise.
Yeah,
So he's got everybody's attention. This is a little bit different, right?
this is we don't see snail action for clearing out the projector room, but it does seem to work flawlessly here for Yannini. Definitely looks practiced, and there you go. That's all the guards and Silvio taken care of. Has the assault rifle, changes into the Plague Doctor disguise, and there's green guns back, right? Yep, there we go.
That does seem a little bit faster than throwing, a couple of things up from up top. So
Yeah.
it seems like it worked out.
And he also left the EMP already, of course, so he doesn't have to go all the way back to the lab, and we will just see a main exit. And yeah, we've seen some jinx, a lot of jinxes so far in this tournament, but
Yeah, he's gonna activate it, and it's not gonna destroy the virus. Watch.
it's gonna be a GG. Come on, this is GG. No way. Nah, that was very, very solid from Yannini there. Flawless. Picked the right starting locations. 4 minutes in-game time. Just perfect. I think Buff Guy, even without the rip, wouldn't have had enough time to catch up. The lead was already significant enough on Sapienza, I think.
Oh yeah, you can. I don't think you could do that map much better from Yannini's side. That was just tough to compete against using buff guy's start. I
Yeah,
don't think I
especially
don't think there's a
especially with a
contest.
rip, that just signed his death sentence there on that map pretty much. But yeah, that's a 4-2 to Yannini. He will be on match point. And which map do we have next, Joost?
Map that we have next is I can read. It's Isle of Scale.
I never doubted it, man.
The
All
map
right.
that we have next in about 4 minutes is Isle of Scale. Let me tell you about Isle of Scale. Is it considered one of the big three? We got Santa Fortuna, Colorado.
No,
Um,
it's not. It's also the
what's
big
the,
five, but no.
I think Isle of Scale is a difficult map, to say the least. There's definitely a lot of guards that are roaming around that you have to be careful of.
I think it's such an interesting and good map for roulette, to be honest. I'm not the greatest at it, but I can still see how interesting it is because there are so many viable approaches possible. I mean, I remember us messing around with a lot of different strats for roulette as well on this map, Yod. And you have so many options and so many lethal melees, the most out of all the maps, if I'm not mistaken. So it's just a really cool map. It can really throw you on a curveball, I would say.
Yeah, let's hope that one of the weapons is a starfish, and they don't know exactly where it is. I haven't seen starfish in a while. I think you can only get it when you do suit start. I think that's the only legal spin that it's there for.
I
Unless
mean, it is
unless the
legal for
guys
all
changed that.
spins, but it can be such a detour retrieving that one.
Yeah, if nobody knows, starfish is like hidden away behind a plank, and you have to shoot the plank to make it drop into the water. Then the starfish kind of reveals itself. And I remember when people were first getting that in roulette spins, they were just hanging out around the area, looking around because they would see it on hit maps. They'd see the red marker on hit maps, but they have no idea about the condition that you have to do to make it reveal itself,
Yeah,
which is goofy.
exactly. And yeah, looking at the stats, yeah, it's 18 times that Yannini has been here, 13 wins. Buff Guy has been here 10 times. So total of 28 times combined between these players. A lot more balanced experience, I would say, compared to the Sapienza one. You think that will mean this is going to be closer?
Yeah, buff guy spending more time on Isle of Scale than Sapienza. That's a shame that he's had to spend more time on this map. It could be closer. I don't expect for them to both have like really practiced Isle of Scale too much. It's going to be interesting seeing their different approaches since we just saw Sapienza happen and it was just vastly different approaches. It could be either player's map. I can't tell you who would be better
Uh,
from
I know.
Yannini or buff guy.
Well, I know Yannini is very solid on Isle of Scale. Buff Guy, on the other hand, has practiced Isle of Scale a lot, but for some reason in tournament matches, like it's like all the bad luck gathers on Isle of Scale and plots against him. If you've seen his previous couple of matches on Isle of Scale, like the way he lost or ripped at the exit right before winning, especially against Zerun, is just absolutely unreal. The unluckiness that buff guy have. So if that trend continues, then Yannini definitely has the upper hand. If not, this could be close. This could actually be close between these two, as expected. I mean, it's loser bracket round 5, right? Both of these players are absolutely amazing.
I did hear about that. Like Buff got ripped at the last second. I think trying to get on the boat. Like somebody saw one of the bodies or something. He just got like stuck just in the last second. Buff guy has a habit of like the last second things just go wrong for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he also had like the constant panicking last second, so the helicopter exit disappeared. So then he couldn't reach the exit in time before a body was found. Like stuff like that. But yeah, this should be really close, and we're only a couple of seconds away. I'll take this one again, Joost. And
Okay.
we have Zoe Washington Firekill as event staff. Sophia Washington Starfish as chef.
Hey, I called
Your
it.
prayers have been heard.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm gonna do a chargeback on whatever I paid you guys. You're not getting my money,
Oh, but this is a
even though I promised.
conflated spin, Joost. Fire for Zoe and Starfish for Sophia. This is a lot of running. This is
It's
not
a
a
lot of
Reki
running.
spin.
It's gonna be a lot of juggling. Chef Starfish. That's like it's running pretty far away from Sophia. You can't just do the regular like make her six kind of strat. You're gonna have to isolate her. You're gonna have to hide her in that hallway off to the side.
Yeah, this is not a Reki spin. This is definitely 5 minute plus.
Yeah, we'll see how they start.
It's
Yannini
interesting
looks
though,
like
right?
he's replanning.
It's
Yeah, it
it's a
is.
tinker for sure, and we see Buff Guy starting just at the default at the harbor. He is gonna retrieve the starfish straight away. And for those of
Well, it's
you who
like.
don't know, pay attention. This is where the starfish is.
Oh yeah, we're gonna see it.
Ooh, misses his first shot, gets a bullet impact, and he gets spotted there. Yeah, he missed his shot on the wooden plank the first time, and the second one was a bullet impact. We do see
Starfish
Yannini.
proven to be a little bit difficult already.
It can be
Yeah,
such a trolly one, to be honest.
there's a bunch of eyes out here, so you have to make sure they're all turned. You can't
Yeah,
just shoot it right away. That's
and then we have a rip from Yannini. I've seen Buff Guy practice this grab a lot during his streams, though, so he should definitely get it the second time, right? Right?
yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, cross your fingers. I'm really excited about the what is it, Zoe Washington kill? Oh no, he didn't get the second time. Oh no.
Nope.
I remember Manga being extremely mad at this too, just because he was always getting caught. It was like the last one.
Yeah.
There we go, Yannini.
Yeah, but he also missed his first shot, so the second is bullet impact. So this is already such a shitty situation.
Oh, he's
Look
gonna
at
get
this.
spotted for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and even if he is not, before they calm down, it's just such a
There's no way.
tight.
Oh yeah, he's spotted
Yeah.
there. Like there's no way. All you have is that little dock to run away from you. It's hard. Buff guy trying something a little bit different, trying something a little bit new. He's gonna do a panic shot and run over there, which might work out.
No, he's orange already. I'm not entirely
Mm.
sure what he's doing at the moment. But yeah, for the very first time in this match, we see both players struggling. That's new.
Yeah. Yannini getting caught again, trying to get this starfish. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. Starfish is awesome. Get on board the starfish train. This is you're gonna have to practice now.
Now
Make starfish more
this is
common.
looking good from Buff though. He finally got the body shot there. This should make all of them go away pretty soon.
This other guy though, he's coming over there then to investigate.
Nah, Buff has it.
Oh yeah, this is good.
Hey,
There
Yannini
you
has it.
go.
Hey, equal.
At the same time. Now they must be worried because they spend a lot of time trying to get this starfish.
Yeah,
So they
yeah,
have no
yeah.
idea what the other players is at right now. But it's a mirror image. Look at this.
3.5 minutes that took for both players. But it's kind of cool to see that they got it roughly at the same time, and the neck and neck here. Buff just rushing up straight away in the suit. Yannini is doing the same. So yeah, like I said,
So
this is gonna be close, Oats. And the start proves it.
honestly, I would set up the Zoe Washington kill right now. You just gotta activate the money pit, get her over there, and you could do the story mission fire. Possibly. Yeah, why not? You can lure her into the I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, but the thing, I somewhat agree with you, Joost, but on the other hand, like Zoe is kind of on a trigger, right? As soon as you fire the pitch, he will come there. Whereas, as we see Buff Guy do, he can still make Sophia's clock radio timing, isolate it there, and then he just needs to go for the chef real quick.
Oh yeah, if he can make it in time for the clock radio, that's gonna
He
be
should.
really good.
He should. 140 while climbing through the window. Sophia should be just out of the security room heading this way. So, change of approach here because we do see Yannini going with what you suggested, clearing out the
Yes.
Master of Ceremonies room. You could argue for both, really.
You can get that started early on a little bit faster. Now there is a fire barrel right outside of this chapel area that what is her name? Zoe has to pass through. I don't know
Yeah,
if he's going to use the fire barrel or he's going to use the story fire. It's going to be interesting.
probably the fire barrel here. But yeah, both players making some good progress here. We see the clear out from Yannini, the Master of Ceremonies room. We see the knockout here from Buff Guy. Has to drag Sophia a little bit behind the scouts, of course.
Yeah,
And now,
because the constant likes to come through this room.
yep,
So constant, always a constant pain.
exactly. Buff Guy will be doing a peekaboo on the Architect here. It's basically a free disguise, of course.
Oh, she sees a body. Is that going to be an issue
It shouldn't be.
on Yannini's side?
It might be because the guard placement is so
Yeah.
awkward. If he just comes in,
There we go. Okay. It's going to be a lot
he's
better
still
now.
fine. He's still fine now. Just has
Yeah,
to
if that
do
guard stayed out there and got alerted or something, then I don't know. That might have been a rip.
yeah, it's incredibly annoying sometimes, the randomness.
Oh, this is so smooth from Yannini too.
Yeah,
Now,
it's really
I
smooth.
can't believe that he knocked her out though, because it's going to be really hard to get her out to this fire barrel. He's going to have to drag her out here.
I mean, it's just a little drag, and Yannini does remember to actually step outside some more in this disguise, which prompts those other two NPCs to get out of there as well, so we can just leave her there freely.
Oh,
It's a
they
little
leave when
drag.
you if you
Yeah,
walk out there and master of ceremonies, they
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
walk away. Okay.
You trigger a dialogue, and then they buzz off, and they won't return.
Yeah, I'm learning something new here. I don't think I've ever used this fire barrel. I think I practiced her once or twice where she was just like walking past it and activating it then. But I've never dragged her here.
Yeah, you know what the only scary thing is here though with Yannini's setup, depending on when he detonates it. Like people downstairs will hear that fire barrel and Zoe screaming, and one of the NPCs will come up towards there. And if he still has bodies
In the
lying around
chapel,
somewhere,
yeah.
they will find him. Of course, if he's gonna go for an exit kill, it doesn't matter. Then it's completely safe. But were he to detonate it before he gets to the Sophia kill, it could get ugly for Yannini here. And we do see Buff Guy working on the chef. Gets it.
As- That's not really the chef. That doesn't have the funny hat like the other chef. That seems like a cook.
They're all chefs, man. Come on.
Okay.
Come
I
on.
know. I know.
You got the wrong chef, man.
It's got to match the outfit exactly. Look at the picture.
And we do see a clear out there from Yannini. These two guys near another exit. He is in the event staff now, and he is triggering the EMP. He does get the Zoe kill here, but now, like I said, this could be scary because people downstairs could hear this, and they could
Oh, he
come
already
upstairs. Yeah,
he
he just
triggered it already? Oh
yeah,
no.
and he killed
I
Zoe.
don't like
I'm
that.
scared for Yanni now because they can hear that fire barrel.
Yeah, there's no reason to do that early. Oh, well, he wanted to change disguises, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's the body found.
Yeah, that's one, but that's Zoe. That's still an accident kill. That's fine. I'm worried about the other bodies, if he left any.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the
he
scary
did.
part.
I think he left a whole bunch out in the chapel. He's checking
It might be
his map.
scary. I'm not saying it's 100% a rip. It's just it feels scary.
I think he's checking the map to see where Sophia Washington is at.
Hey, but look how these different approaches align with each other, Yotes. We see Buff Guy, on the other hand, did take care of the Sophia kill, had the chef and the starfish, and he's now at the Master of Ceremonies room, working his way on clearing this out now as well. This could be really close. Hopefully, Yanni doesn't rip with the body found.
It could be close, but I think Yanni is in the lead at the moment.
It also depends on the cycle for Sophia. Like he has some dead time now. He has to wait.
Oh yeah.
He has to wait a good minute before she's back onto this floor again. Whereas Buff Guy is in the Master of Ceremonies room, and he is
Yeah, if he's
triggering
just
all
gonna
the
wait out,
disguises. This is going to be close, I tell you.
yeah, if he's just gonna wait out by the clock for the perfect time, then it's just not gonna work out for him. You're right. But if he's got another strategy here for like making her sick or something,
He does still
then
need the
maybe
event
maybe
staff
it is Giannis.
disguise, of course.
Yanni looks like he's panicking a little bit. Looks like he's trying to improvise here because he knows that he can't wait that long. Yeah, he's trying to come up with something new. He's trying to do some improv. Buff guy, about to get the fire kill though. You're right.
But he still needs the event staff though. So like I said, it's Oh, we do see Zoe. This is so close.
He can set up that fire kill remote though. So
Yeah,
it's like
he can, but he still needs that one disguise. We see Yannini in the meantime climbing back up here, and we do have Sophia right there. She's gonna head up. She should be.
unless she has a conversation with Nathan Blake.
He's still being held up, but and what also the problem is, the chef this guy is not trespassing, Joods. So like even when she comes
Can't do
up,
a
there's
peekaboo,
no peekaboo here. Oof.
Unless he changes disguise real quick, comes back up here.
Yeah. I like this from Buff, the awareness. After he shot the fire barrel, spamming instinct around to see if any NPC heard it and is coming up. But
yeah, he's headed
all
for the
set up.
helicopter.
Yeah,
he just needs to change into the right disguise.
Yeah, but he doesn't have it set up. It does look promising for Buff right now, I gotta say. It's just a matter of which one are you gonna go for. Looks like he's gonna go for the same one as Yannini did, right before the exit. Oh, Buff. Not again right before an exit. I don't want to call it and jinx it, but oh, come on, Buff. Not again on Isla scale. Oh, he already did knock him out. That makes it easier.
Oh, nice. Yannini just gets the secret dart, so he's gonna be waiting a little bit. Buff getting the kill.
And that's a
changing
famous
back.
Popping up, yeah.
There we go. Buff taking Isla scale. That looked clean.
That looked really clean. And both approaches, they felt so close there, Joods. But it was like Yannini, like the timing on Sophia there, like completely messed them over. And that's why I said, like, I like what Buff Guy was doing, right? Like ignoring Zoe for now, because she's on the trigger anyway, as soon as you light the pit. Whereas Sophia, if you miss that clock radio, you're just looking at a lot of dead time, right?
Yeah, you're either looking at a lot of dead time, or you better practice some other ways of getting her. Man, poor Yannini didn't even get to use the starfish. Spent all that time struggling in the beginning.
I spent 3.5 minutes getting that damn starfish, and I didn't even get to use it. What is this, man?
Oh, he's hopping into a box now instead of closing the door.
But yeah, that is Buff Guy taking the fourth map, and it's completely even. And I gotta say, that does do justice to the performance so far of both players. They've both been absolutely amazing so far. It's so close. They're both so strong. And yeah, 4-4. And in theory, basically, this is the cider map coming up, right? Of course, we could see a photo finish or a draw and a 5-5. But with these players, it's safe to assume that the upcoming map is the deciding one, and it is. Which is it? Colorado.
Oh god, what a decider map. I'm gonna put my money on. I'm sorry, Buff Guy. I've seen you struggle with Colorado too much. I'm gonna put my money on Yannini.
Even when there's nitroglycerin involved.
Oh no.
Sorry,
they both
Yanni,
struggle with this map.
I had to say it. I had to say it.
They both struggle with it. Oh no. Yeah, this is gonna be a map.
This is definitely one of those maps. And again, one of those maps where we can clearly see a difference in experience here, Joods. What do you make of these numbers?
Oh yeah, Yannini's been playing roulette for a lot longer than Buff has. That's just about it. Buff has a lot of experience though. He's put together a whole bunch of YouTube tutorials. So he's been practicing and playing the maps, even though it's not in a competition. It's like one of his favorite modes to play. If you watch him playing casually, he's doing roulette spins just casually because he enjoys it so much. So, all these stats, they don't matter. Buff Guy's played it a lot. He has a lot of experience. The 5 times on this map that it's showing doesn't do it justice.
Agreed. I mean, stats don't say anything. They do say something though. Like you can't take away the 18 times tourney experience of Yanni there.
Yeah, you know what? Yanni had 23 times on Sapienza in a tournament setting. That's saying something, but
Well, he won that map, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
So, I mean, that's not really negating my experience argument here.
Yeah, the experience argument.
No, but I do agree
Yes,
with
sir.
you that the buff guy practices a lot, streams a lot. Of course, he has the series that you mentioned, and we all know, and a lot of people take advantage of. So he has a lot of experience, just not in tournament match experience. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, whenever it's in a tournament setting, it's a different beast, isn't it? Like when you're
It really is.
in a tournament against somebody, you just find yourself making mistakes that you wouldn't make when you're practicing. It happens to me all the time.
Yeah, like the mental aspect of roulette is something that should not be misjudged, like the importance of it, like
Yeah,
underestimated how big of a factor it is, like the tension that you feel, especially now for these guys this deep into the tournament, right? And on a 4-4 deciding map, 10 seconds to go, like their nerves must be through the roof right now, but they have to perform. It's basically all or nothing for these players, and the spin is arriving. Yotes, will you do the
yep.
honors?
Chat. Let's hope for a tie. Everybody, cross your fingers. Let's get another map out of them. All right. Silent sniper rifle, militia spec ops, Penelope Graves, explosion accident, point man. Ezra Berg, silence pistol, as the explosive specialist. Maya Parvati, loud explosive weapon, militia cook. I think this is pretty simple. TBH. For a Colorado spin, it doesn't seem too difficult. There's 2 explosions that you have to do. That's probably the most difficult thing there. You have to do
The
Penelope
Maya
Grave
one
explosion
could be
and
interesting.
Maya explosive.
Yeah, and the choice for Penelope, right? Like, are you gonna like do the standard stuff and knock her out in the basement and then get her? Well, you could also just do a drive-by.
I think yeah, I wouldn't do a drive-by in Colorado. It just puts too many people on alert, too many targets go on lockdown. Like I would do the explosive accident. You can't do both at the same time. It's difficult, man. I hate it when there's 2 loud explosives.
Yeah, Yannini does too. Okay, that's the last one. But yeah, both players are in, and we actually see Buff with a small in-game time. So both players were actually done really quick with the planning here. You kind of see the same approaches. Buff has some
What
issues with his door, however. It's a strong door.
what I think is going to happen is they're going to get the Penelope. The best way to do this is getting Penelope in the tornado shelter exit.
Oh,
You
and
could
we do see
do
a restart here from Buff. Yeah,
you could do. I don't know where exactly you kill Maya. I don't know where the silent kind of area is for Maya.
there isn't really one. But
Yeah.
you could do it as an exit kill, of course.
Yeah, you would take the militia cook all the way down to the tornado shelter exit, get the Penelope Graves kill, change into the militia cook, and get the Maya kill. That's the best way I see of doing this. But we'll see.
Yeah. So yes, small little lead now for Yannini. He has both Esserberg and Penelope isolated and knocked out now. Will be making his way towards Maya.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting
Yeah,
from Yannini. It looks like he already wants to set up
yeah,
the 3D mask here for the shelter exit.
yeah. That's what it looked like. That he wants to get the tornado exit opened up right away. And why would he want to do that? Why would he want to do that? Probably
Well,
to do a remote kill as the point man, since the militia spec ops is kind of already close by there.
Yeah, he wants to exit in the tornado shelter with the loud kill for Penelope and probably the exit kill from Maya. So he wants to do those last two in quick succession here. So it makes sense. He does have to hurry somewhat for Maya. I mean, you got comfortably until 2:30, right, to get the standard isolation for Maya here. Should still make
Yeah,
that.
you definitely want to get the standard isolation from Maya on this spin in particular. Just hide her into that little room over there. Place an explosive in there so it doesn't blow open the door. He's just making it back in time.
Yeah. Luckily, when you do get into the proximity, you do trigger her dialogue there of Maya with that soldier, giving you some more time. So this should be fine, looking promising, and we do see buff guy catching up, mostly because he wasn't bothering with the 3D mess so far. He's gonna clear out this room already, and that makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, if he can clear out the room, get Maya get Maya in time. That might put him a little bit ahead of Yannini. Yannini's having a little bit of trouble with the lure. What is going on here?
Just the game being the game. Sometimes the game just doesn't want to cooperate, and
Yeah,
it's actually horrible.
it's going to cost him a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Oh, she's walking off. Oh no, is this a rip for Yannini? Is he just going to restart now? I mean, she's not going to be back for a while.
Yeah, but 3.5 minutes in, like this is one of these decisions. Like you could argue for either. I still think not restarting might be the best way to go. You do have some other options for Maya, of course, but it's not making things easier for Yannini. That's for sure. And we do see buff guy is getting the chain lure here for Penelope.
This is. Oh, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to curse anybody here, but Yannini is going to have a hard time catching up now that that opportunity has passed and Buff Guy has taken it.
Yeah, but did you see where buff guy left Maya and that explosive there? Like even for an exit kill, I wouldn't trust it right there.
Wait, he
If you
didn't
just
put.
got he just put her right outside the box there, not into the little shed room.
No,
So
no
like
way.
with
He
unlucky
needs to
timing
put
with the
it-
remote, like if one of those guards is just like standing there, she's gonna get found here for buff.
Yeah, she will get found. I don't like that at all. He has enough time where he can distract that other guy and take her into the little shed. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like leaving her out in the open with a loud explosive, man. There's too many people over there that are walking around. All her body has to do is get launched 5 feet up in the air, and it's over.
Yeah, exactly. It's a scary thought here. Meanwhile, Yannini made his way back to the house. Is gonna pick up his own personalized version of the 3D mask. Private copy. There we go.
He owns it now.
It is his. And yeah, he will be looking to set up Penelope. He still needs the propane, of course. So we have one conveniently in the backyard here. Scary enforcer there for Yannini. He doesn't want to risk it almost 6 minutes in, goes the long way around. I mean, I guess he has some time to kill for Maya anyway. But yeah, it's. I'd say like buff guy has a small lead here, right? Because he could get the successful Maya isolation here and the Sean Rose isolation, but that Maya's body, that placement there, Yotes, I'm really worried about that.
Yeah, I hope that he goes back or this. You're really making me worry that's going to be a last second thing. That Buff Guy's going to
Yeah,
be in
I
the
know.
lead.
Another one.
Yeah. Buff Guy's going to be in the lead, then he's going to do the explosive, and he's going to be walking towards the bridge, and he's just going to be instantly spotted.
Yeah, that's my fear at the moment, well, unless he changes things up. But yeah, he's in the appointment disguise right now, which we can tell by the hoodie, by the mask. Has the propane in hand. We'll be setting up Penelope. He still has a lot of back and forth to do, though. Like, still needs the explosive specialist. Whereas
That's not.
Yannini got the kill already on Ezra, which is silence pistol explosive specialist, of course.
He's not in Point Man though. I think he's in this. That's not Point Man, is it?
Or it's Spec Ops. I'm sure the admin.
Yeah, it's Spec Ops, I think.
You could be right. Well, then he's gonna make his way over to Sean Rose. I'm sure Chrome, the admin, is on it to make sure that both players got the right disguise.
Spec Ops and Point Man, they look really close. Like you said, you got to pay attention to the hoodie.
Yeah. And that is the kill for Buff here on Sean Rose. So both players got one target down. Different targets, however. Got Ezra down for Yanni. And yeah, Buff guy can just make his way over to the explosive specialist right now. And that's the second kill done for Yanni. Also
Yeah,
gets
both.
Sean, so 2-1.
It's looking good. Looking good. We'll see like the standard explosive specialist grab right here.
Yeah, and look, we arrived at the second cycle of Maya on Yannini's screen.
Oh, look at that. It wasn't worth a restart. Like, he spent enough time in Colorado.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
thought
he
it was going to
misses
be a
that
little
throw,
bit
though.
faster than this.
And now the door is closed.
Oh, no.
He missed her again. He's just gonna knock her
Just-
out, however.
He's just going to knock her out. Oh, God. And he can't really drag her yet because of that other guy.
And Yannini is leaving Maya at the same spot as Buff guy. Both of these guys. Don't get
What
me
are
wrong,
we
it can
doing?
work, right? It can work, but if you're unlucky with like the guard padding, I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, I'm just worried about the guy over here by the van. Like, if he's, like, walking around at the wrong time.
Yeah, exactly. It's scary.
Buff
Like,
guy gets the kill.
Oof.
Buff guy gets killed, dumps the body. Everybody's alerted over here.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay,
That was
I
good.
like that. No, but I like that Buff guy still didn't do it remotely, right? He was just right
Yeah.
there to box her immediately. That I have no problem with, but doing
Did
it...
you see how fast all the guards, like, walked over there by
I
the
know,
crate?
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a scary spot. But doing it remotely just seems so scary to me. Sure, it's only 3 seconds until the exit pops up, right? But 3 seconds, man. In such an open area. Oh. It's so close. I love
map.
this match. I love this map.
Buff guy has the other two targets isolated. All he has to do is make his way over there, get the Ezra Burke kill with the explosive specialist. He has that equipped right now, and then he has to get changed into the point man disguise and get the explosive accident. Like I said, he's got both targets isolated, and Yannini right now is trying to get everything set up as well.
Yeah, Yannini just needs the point man disguise. That's the third kill down for Buff. And yeah, just explosion as point man for both players.
He can set this up remotely. Buff guy can. He just needs the point man disguise.
Yeah. Oh, that throw might get hurt from Buff guy. That stairs is a bit finicky with how sound works.
Yeah. It does. It looks like it's fine. I'm looking up there. There's no question marks.
Yeah, I know. But it's one of those spots in the game, right? That can just like royally screw you over. And this is going to be so close because like Yannini is clearing out this area right now. Buff already has both of them knocked out. And we have
a rip by Yannini. Who is
the
that?
cook.
Some
It's
guy.
the cook. It's the
It's
cook.
the fucking cook.
It's the cook. Getting back
my
is
language.
close and oh.
Oh, is Buff guy gonna have the same situation here?
No,
Okay.
he is not. Oof.
What a horrible time.
That's so
Buff guy
unlucky.
exits. What do we say
Although
about
to
experience?
be fair there, Joost, I think even without the rip, Buff guy was ahead there. He would have had it. Look,
Oh, Buff guy was most definitely ahead. Yeah.
yeah, he definitely still would have won it. So it's in that regard, that rip isn't that bad. But it was gonna be a photo finish most likely.
Yeah, it was still definitely in the photo finish time frame. But there we go. Buff guy taking Colorado, taking it, and moving on. Wow.
And Buff is happy. What we love to see. Oh, but yeah, that was so unfortunate. But at least I'm happy for Yannini that that rip didn't cause him to lose the match, right? I think it was more about him missing Maya that first cycle because he had the quicker strat. Other than that, I feel like.
Yeah, if he didn't waste time, juggling Maya that first cycle, you're 100% right. He should have been able to take it. The Cook's timing would have been better.
Yeah, just one tiny, yeah, exactly. Just one tiny little detail. Not getting the chain lure there done on Maya put Yannini back despite having the fastest strat overall compared to Buff. And then like that ending, I don't think that rip mattered. I think Buff was too far ahead because Yannini still had to go back to the shelter, right? Whereas Buff guy could just detonate and exit right there at the outside barrier. Oh my god, what a match!
What a
What a
match
match!
indeed.
Unbelievable, unbelievable.
Buff is
Oh wait,
OP,
this is
please
still
nerf.
old. I don't even have the. This is actually my first match of the KO stage that I'm shoutcasting. I haven't updated the
Oh, you
bracket
haven't
yet.
updated the upcoming or the
Yeah, no, it's
brackets?
still from RR9. Give me one moment. You fill the cast
I'll,
for 1 moment. I'll
yeah,
switch
yeah,
back
yeah,
to the
yeah.
shoutcasting.
All right. What did you guys think of that match? How are y'all doing? Hey, Sailor Saturn. Hey, James Bond. Hey, Script. Hey, everybody. What a match. What a fantastic match. Like that, you get your first map was New York. Got done really fast. Yannini takes it, right? Second map, Ambrose Isle, also done really fast within 3 minutes. Buff guy takes it. Then it's like a back and forth. Yannini taking Sapienza. Buff guy taking Scale. And then we go to the third map, which was Colorado. And who could have expected that it would have been that close in Colorado, that so much would go wrong for Yannini there? Especially the Cook running in to change his clothes at the last second. That was crazy. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it was
What an
crazy.
insane match.
But again, it was missing Maya there that really costed Yannini. But it was so close, man. Both of these players are so good. But yeah, I did update the brackets or found the correct one. And as we can see, Joods and Chat, we do have Buff Guy taking the match 6-4, which means unfortunately that Yannini is out of the tournament, finishes in 8th place, which is very, very impressive regardless. And yeah, Buff Guy moves on to loser bracket round 6, where he will face Mika. So that's a battle of the Canadians. We just had a battle of the Germans. But now we have a battle of the Canadians. Mika versus Buff Guy. That should be a sick match as well, man.
Ooh, I have high hopes for Buff Guy making it through to the final. Sorry, Mika. I have a little bit of bias.
I mean,
Mika's a strong player too. Mika's definitely like one of the standouts.
but at this point of the tournament, it's so hard to
Yeah,
call, right, Yo? It's like, I mean, all the remaining
they're all
players are just
standouts,
so
yeah.
good, and they all are just like title favorites, you know? Like every match from now on is gonna be just so hard to actually predict who's gonna win this. Like, look at today's match. Like, it could have gone either way, right? Like, it was so close between Yanni and Buff.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind. Sorry. Those are two of my favorite players too. So whoever wins that match, like Yinny and Buff, like that's just fantastic overall. Like you said, we're down to the last 10 players. They're all amazing, great players that have been with the community for a while. And man, it's crazy how much this has grown, Roulette Rivals, since you first started coming up with this. And I gotta say, it's Thanksgiving. I gotta say thank you, man. Thank you for putting this community together.
Oh, my pleasure, man. Much love.
it, it's been great. It has.
Well, let me then return the thank yous for co-casting with me, Joods. It was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Sick matches. And of course, chat, thanks for watching and big GG's to both of these amazing players, Yannini and Buff Guy. And Buff Guy, good luck in your next match.